So I figure Reina is a little bit of both. Gosh, Villa, hush na, girl. Hush na. Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. What's poppity popping? It's been a hot minute, literally, but I'm so excited to be sharing with you all today, and I really hope that you like today's look. It just so happened for the past couple events I've had to attend and perform in, I kept gravitating to this type of glam look and I absolutely loved it. I received a bunch of compliments and I was like, you know what, let me share it with you all. I think it's fairly simple, fairly easy, and it's just the right amount of oomph, you know? Please ignore my dog. My mother locked her up because like every time we open the gate, this girl keep running out. And we have to shake our bag of treats that I bought for them. I have to be shaking that like every minute to try to get her to come back because she's obsessed with it. And it's literally the only thing that calls her back home, because us calling her by her name is literally not even an option. Imagine, my dog just gets one Lego. Like she have no owner when she come out the yard. Why the so? I can be taking all this husky back in my head, you know? To prep my face, I decided to reach for the Hydro Boost from Neutrogena. I'm really loving this for under my makeup. So I give it a few minutes before I apply my primer. I think it works best that way. You want it to sit and soak into the skin before you add anything on top of it. So I definitely go in with that first. And then I move on to my brows. So I'm using the back brow from Tobago. This is in the shade Mauve, my absolute favorite. Plus it's perfect for me with this hair color that I'm rocking right now. My brow routine is fairly the same, so when I come back we'll get into the eyes, the most important part, and the rest of the face, which is also the most important part because it can't be looking like a ghost something. Alright guys, my brows are complete and my eyelids primed, so it's time for we to jump into it. Now I know for the event I really wanted to go for something where I wasn't doing too much, I wasn't looking overdone and all of that. I already have to perform. I was going to be on stage in front of people, and I didn't want to seem like if I doing the most. What I thought would have been super ideal for that is the Jaclyn Hill / Morphe palette, right? I love the shades inside of this palette. It is perfect. I use it for brides and all of that, and I thought, okay, these have some really nice dream colors, and that's what it says in the back here. And so this is the palette that I was reaching for when I had to step out. The first shade I would reach for is the shade I actually hit pan with. It's a very good transition shade. I love it so much. I think it's a shade called Butter. And sometimes I would even take things a step further and tone down the butter shade with this one, MFEO. So Butter and MFEO. I take a fluffy brush or a blending brush, and then I pack it or dab it into the shade Butter. And then I will pack it into my crease area and just above the crease area. And I go in with MFEO just to tone it down a bit. So you'll see it's a very pretty pinky nude shade when you combine the colors. When I reach to my inner corner, I go higher. Then I blend it out. Y'all know I love blown out looks. I had two different types of crowds for the events I attended. One was a completely mixed crowd. So I did some R&B as well as my own music. And well, the second one, it was definitely more of a Christian crowd. So I did my own music, strictly. First of all, it was in MUAH at the Garden Grove, right? And let me tell you, I didn't even know that place existed. I'm driving and I'm like, are we in the right place? Oh my gosh, I'm seeing a guy that's bareback. We must be in the wrong place. Because you know there's a stadium nearby. I immediately saw someone I knew And so I was like, okay, well, we really can't be going wrong here. And I was told I have like about 15 minutes. Now, initially it was supposed to just be 3 persons and then it turned to 6. So I was like, maybe my 15 minutes is not 15 anymore, but I will still do like 3 songs. But at the same time, I really wanted to kind of like throw off the viewers or the crowd by coming in with something else, you know. People are gonna expect me to sing, but I decided to come on with a Lauryn Hill. And my favorite one of my favorite ones, because listen to me, I love that entire album of the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. But guess which one I decided to start my set with? I performed the verse and chorus for Lost Ones. It's funny how money changes situation. Miscommunication leads to complication. Literally, everybody was like, wait, what? And then I was not on stage doing that. I decided to get the mic off stage where I was sitting, and then I got up and then I started walking to the stage giving them those lines. Okay, so you know, I probably got a little B+ for presentation. Everyone was really vibing it, and I think my mistake was not to continue, because after I did the verse and chorus, then I went into the R&B song that I had learned for that night, and then my music. But I think I know better now for the future that I would have probably just continued to probably do a couple other songs that I know they can definitely relate to, because the crowd was definitely like a 90s crowd, 80s type crowd going on, you know. It had people around my age and older than me. Like, I even saw Kivan. I don't know if y'all know him, Kivo, the comedian on social media. He was there. Samantha John, the news anchor, well, she used to be a news anchor for TV6. She was there too. So, you know, it had a lot of persons that was older than me. Yo, I even saw one of the managers in SBCS. She was in charge of my program, and I was like, yo, real people here. Now, the next thing I do is reach for a shimmer shade in this palette. Now, let me tell you, the shimmer shades in this palette are super, super gorgeous. And because it's a soft glam look, we would choose stuff that is like hair or hair. This shade I'm pointing at is called Obsessed. And I mean, like, why are you so obsessed with me? No. You definitely want to get some shimmer action up in there. So I take a densely packed brush and I press it onto my lids. And so far so good. We pumping, we getting through. Next thing I'm gonna do is reach for some concealer or really, really white eyeshadow base, or really light concealer you may have. And I'm just gonna blend up in circular motion. I'm definitely gonna open up this eye area. I go back with my first brush because, like I said, blending is extremely important when it comes to soft glam looks. And I don't want to be looking crazy out here. I'm a makeup artist, you know, I need to represent. Next, I'm gonna reach for my Kali Bible palette, and I really, really love this cream shade right up here. There isn't a name for it, but listen to me, it's perfect. Everything looking good, looking proper. I use the Inglot gel liner in the shade number 77, and y'all know this is the blackest black. So I'm gonna take this fine liner brush from Real Techniques, and I kind of swirling it around in there so I can get all the bristles to stay together. And I'm gonna give myself like a 4 wing. What am I talking about? I've done it before. I really, really like it. It's when I'm lazy. And for persons that aren't good with wing, yo, then this look is right up your alley. For persons who don't like to do wing, this right up your alley. For persons who just feel lazy sometimes to do a wing, this up your alley too. And because this gel liner is so creamy, it glides on I get it to go any way I want it to, and I just love that for me. Now that the eyes are sort of complete, okay, now we're gonna move on to the face, and I'm priming with the Beauty Treats primer I got from Pennywise for like $20. I'm going away. So I can't put all the expensive thing. I'm gonna use this LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Almond, and I'm gonna use that under the majority of my eyes to kind of get rid of my little dark circles I have been going on right here. And then I'll go in with the lighter concealer, which is my new fave. And it was truly amazing just being outside. Like, listen to me, I didn't think I'd be outside anytime soon. And seeing these people with no mask on and thing, I was like, I know I personally didn't really want to wear one because I gonna put on lip gloss. And I'm not trying to have my lips all over my face under a mask and then have to go and perform. No, it's not happening. I learned that I really don't like shopping. Like, I walk up and down high streets. But even before that, I know I had a wedding like a couple weeks before, and I was in Princeton. So I was like, let me see what I can find while I'm in Princeton. Nothing interesting for me. I really should have prepared better, and I didn't. But your girl still look cute or whatever. I'm really sorry I did not do a transition in that outfit. It was very nice. So going second one, because it was a church event, I was like, you know what, let me see if I can get a nice cute little dress I wanted to wear with sneakers. And then I remembered literally it was going to be emancipation the next day. Like, that left my head completely. I completely forget about emancipation. I should tell you how distracted I was. Then I reached out to a couple seamstresses. One had a positive feedback for me, so I went looking for clothes, dropped it by her, and she literally had me this cute little dress in African print, and she had that for me by Sunday for the next event. I'm using this buffing brush I received from Cosmetics. Well, I say I received, I purchased it, and I absolutely love this brush. Like, I told her I will buy like 5 more of these. For the second event, I decided to do my music, as I stated. Queen, Flawless, and Day Ones. You know, I had to introduce Day Ones. Day Ones released this year. The event on Thursday that I had at Grub Garden, that was the first time I've ever performed Day Ones, besides the Spotlight concert we had. You know, that counts. So that was the first time, so I've already performed it twice already for the year, and I really hope there's more opportunities. I really hope that song picks up. This Revlon concealer does dry down. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to use my setting spray on the sponge and on my eyes to get it to wake up. Well, yeah, what should I do with my contour? I decided to go ahead and put this thing on my nose. But I never get my nose contour. I need to just give up. Okay? These days I'm really contouring like high up, since after that kind of TikTok filter thing. What is that down here? I don't know her. And I know I've been in the hot sun a couple of times. I ain't trying to look crazy out here. So we cream contour. I'm gonna take this angled eyeshadow brush, and that is what I use to blend out the cream contour on my nose. I go up into my brow. I take this flat brush that I have from Cosmetics. I think it's like a sort of under eye brush, and I'm gonna reach for the Beauty Bakery flower, and I press it in. Now that all the concealed areas is set, I'm going to move on to setting the rest of my face, and I use the Fit Me loose powder in the shade 30 medium deep. Next, I set my contoured areas, so I'm reaching for the BH Cosmetics, and because I use cream contour, I don't need to reach for the dark shades, so I reach for the light shade, and I know I can set it with that, and it's going to set beautifully because I applied cream contour earlier on. Look at that. Now, this has been my go-to outside look for the past couple of times. Just never know how outside it's gonna be. So I don't want to take any chances. I reach for my Buttercup from Sasha and I do some baking. I'm gonna put on some blush. I'm reaching for my Tobago in the shade GP. And I want to get a really light shade of pink. So reaching for the Mercury Retrograde from Huda Beauty. This is actually the fake palette I featured last year also. It has a really nice baby pink shade which is called Libra, and I'm going to pack that onto my lid since it's just nearby, but any baby pink shade will do. I'm gonna deepen up the outer eye with a dark shade just to make that light shade pop some more. Also with this light color on my lid, it definitely opens up my eyes more so it doesn't look too tight. I'm gonna reach for the Berries by Juvia's, and I think I want to get this shade in the corner here. Just flipping to the opposite side of the brush that I just used, and I'm just gonna pack that really closely. Then I blend out the edges. Time for me to dust away the excess, set my face, and show you all the lashes that I reach for. After I set my face, I highlight. So I'm reaching for the same shimmer shades that is in the Kali Bible palette. Oh, love this one. And I'm gonna just use that to highlight. Look at that. Wow. Something that I do to not make it seem like if my eyes are crazy far apart, I come in some more with my brow pencil. Make my brows come in a little bit more, but very lightly. Now I did mention earlier that my eyes was not quite complete, and that is because I go over it with pigment to truly make that shimmer pop. You know, I want it to like. So to do that, I'm gonna reach for the Ashley Lee Galaxy Glitter, and this is in the shade Gold Stardust. I think Saraka is the name of this. And I line my lips, and then I deepen it up a little bit. I'm using the Boston Bougie. This is in the shade Chestnut. Now I take this really nice pink from Milani. It's called Enchanting. Then I take concealer, go right back to this Revlon, and I go in the middle. And it blends together. Then I'll take my gloss. This is the Tobago lip gloss in the shade. I think this is Real. And I go around the really light colors so that it doesn't tone down the light shade. And there I have it with the lips. Last but certainly not the least, I reach for my Beauty by Borneo lashes in the style Reina. So I figure Reina is a little bit of both. Gosh, girl, hushna girl, hushna. Reina definitely gives you a bit of both. You get some volume. You definitely get volume. And the length is not too much, which is why I love it. I think everybody needs a Reina in their life. The look is complete, you guys, and I must say it is freaking gorgeous. Oh my goodness. And let me tell you, you see here, serving. This is from Confidence by Baby Gem. It's in the style Kamani, and it's from the company Outre. It's their synthetic lace front wigs, and it's truly helping when it comes to selling this look. Let me know which part of this look is your absolute favorite. I must say it's everything. It's everything for me, okay? Like, when it comes together, you get looking clean. Now it's all about. And if you do try it, tag me. Oh my goodness, I would love to see your outcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to watch my other videos. I have plenty, especially if you're new here. And until next time, bye.